3 7
8 3 7
ध्यान से सुनो 7 6 1
7 और 2 और 6 और 9।
अच्छा अब कुछ हम अक्षर का था नहीं ओके तनी दोहराएं ट प च
ट च ठ
ब र च ल
ब ल च।
This adult individual showed immediate memory for only 2 digits or alphabets, Hindi alphabets. A normal individual having normal intellectual apparatus shows immediate memory for at least 5 digits or sound symbols. On the basis of the performance of this adult individual, he can be classified into a moron category, means highly subnormal performance of intellectual equipment.
बिना पानी के झुक गए कमनिया जवनिया बेकार हो गई बिना पानी के झुक गए कमनिया जवनिया बेकार हो गई पहले जमाने में भारत के अंदर पहले जमाने में भारत के अंदर बिरसा की पूजा हुआ रही घर घर अब तो बिरसा पर आए गए रनिया जवनिया बेकार हो गई
The trees have begun to droop, the branches are crestfallen. Floods leave behind a rich but barren land. My youth, like the young tree, has no future. I, Ram Gopal Singh, cry out loud, plant trees, or there will be flood and drought. And for clear water we will have to travel to a distant land. Oh, my youth has become barren like the sand. Deoria district, on the eastern edge of Uttar Pradesh, overlooking Bihar, is an area of fertile soil and agricultural plenty. Wheat, sugarcane and maize grow very easily here on the unirrigated land as it forms a flood basin of the Gandak River. The yield of 1,350 kilograms of wheat per hectare of unirrigated land is considered to be very high. The area in history goes back to at least the 6th century BC. The Lord Buddha is believed to have taught and died at Kushinagar in the heart of the district. Archaeologists have located artifacts that suggest the richness of the region from the Magadha Empire in the 6th century BC through the Mauryas and Emperor Ashok to the golden age of the Guptas. In recent history emerged the prosperous kingdom of Padrona. Warren Hastings, in defending his particularly ruthless treatment of the people of the region, protested their vigor and aggressive opposition to British rule. Throughout history, the local people had demonstrated intellectual and physical vigor. There are 350,000 people in Deoria today. Many of them are called Bauks by their neighbors, a pejorative which means fool. Despite its high agricultural production, it is classified a backward district by the government. The average family income is 1,250 rupees a year, less than half the national average. The people are simple. Their needs are still met from within the village itself and occasionally from the weekly bazaar. Farming techniques are traditional and modern industry non-existent. During each of the last 5 years, An average of 100,000 people have been affected by floods, which have occurred every year since 1967. The implications go beyond the typical images of destruction and destitution.
Indiscriminate deforestation has taken place recently. And not
Geologist
only here,
V.C.
even the upstream
Srivastava
of this river
has worked
as well
for
as
the
in
Geological
downstream.
Survey of India.
So this deforestation has twofold impacts on the environment. First, it has increased the flooding in this area. Secondly, soil erosion also has accelerated. This river Gandak has changed its course so many times. And whenever any river carves out its own channel, then it makes its own flood plains. And this flood plains is covered with nothing but sandy soil. This sandy soil, it's more porous, more permeable. So whatever iodine-enriched water comes through this soil, either it's leached away or it percolates down very quickly. So this sandy soil doesn't retain these iodides within it. So whatever is grown on this sandy soil is also like in iodine.
Iodine is a micronutrient that is necessary in minute but regular amounts for normal growth and metabolic regulation. This is a serious nutritional problem because if the soil is deficient, any crop grown in it will lack iodine.
You can observe her neck. There is a swelling here. This enlargement of the thyroid gland is called goiter, and this occurs because of deficiency of iodine in the food we eat and the water we drink. The enlarged thyroid gland or goiter is body's adaptation to the continuing iodine deficiency that occurs. Kishal has a large multinodular goiter. You can see that this is one of the nodule. This is the other one. In addition to multinodular goiter, you can see the other features of syndrome of endemic cretinism. Observe his eyelashes. There's a loss of the 1/3 lateral part of the eyelashes on both the sides. In addition to that, you'll observe that when I seek a response from him, there is a delayed reaction and a defect in his speech. क्या नाम है? क्या नाम है आपका?
ये घेंघा और अंडकोश ये दो चीज बहुत ज्यादा ही बढ़ता जा रहा है.
Ram Gopal Singh is a farmer and a village bard.
अब कोई ऐसी कमी होगी पानी में.
There is something missing in the food we eat today. We do not get what we used to get, the fruit, the ghee and the milk. Today, if we want something, we have to depend on the market, and few of us can afford that. People are cutting down even young trees. The policeman takes 100 to 200 rupees. The people then cut the tree and get it to the contractor within 24 hours.
200 रुपया दरख्त दरोगा जी ले लेते हैं और तब ऑर्डर दे देते हैं कि इसको हाली काट करके 24 घंटे के अंदर इसको बस ठेकेदार के यहाँ पहुँचा दो.
आज हम सब लोग आपके गांव में आए हैं.
A research team from the All India Institute of Medical Sciences first came here in 1981 to investigate the large goiters, or swellings of the neck amongst the local people. They estimated a prevalence rate of over 70% of iodine-related disorders. Goiter is the most visible manifestation of iodine deficiency. It is an enlargement of the thyroid gland in an attempt to trap diminishing amounts of iodine in the bloodstream. Iodine is perhaps most critical during pregnancy. Its deficiency retards the growth of the fetus's brain and results in generally irreversible mental retardation and physical impairments.
अच्छी तरह से पता चलेंगे कि इस इलाके में भी ये जो बीमारी है आयोडीन की कमी से है. इसके अलावा इसमें और कौन सी चीज है कि जो इस बीमारी को ज्यादा बढ़ाती है?
Only a handful of villages in the district have been surveyed. There has been virtually no intervention to solve the problem or educate the people here. Those not already irreversibly afflicted remain at risk. So do those yet to be born.
हमारे विद्यालय के बच्चों के मानसिक और शारीरिक विकास
Jayaprakash is principal of the local school.
उन्नत विकास नहीं है जितना कि यहाँ से दक्षिणी भागों के विद्यालयों के बच्चों का है.
The children of this area are not as physically or mentally developed as those of areas further away from the floodplains. The children here have no interest in their studies. They are very dull. More than half the students drop out in their very first year here. In fact, most of them do not even enjoy playing. The PT master finds his job very difficult.
अगर हमारे PT मास्टर साहब कहते हैं कि रुको खेल खिलाऊंगा, तभी बच्चे इन्हें गिने रुकते हैं और चले जाते हैं, घर भाग जाते हैं.
Research at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences has indicated a significant correlation between the performance of school children and the degree of environmental iodine deficiency. It is suggested that several regions that we consider backward are so because the local people suffer from severe nutritional deficiencies. Many of them are a consequence of environmental degradation.
हमारे बच्चे 8-10 पाउंड के होते थे हमारे गांव में.
Shivsakhi Mishra is a midwife. The children in my village used to be about 8 pounds at birth. Here we are delivering children who weigh only 3 to 4 pounds. These children are underdeveloped and mentally retarded. It's all because of the water in this region. There is one child here who is so weak that he collapses if he is scolded.
अक्सर बेहोश हो जाता, आप डांट दीजिए तो बेहोश हो जाता, इतना कमजोर हुआ था.
इसका इतिहास तो बुद्ध काल में भी मिलता है. इसे पाढ़र वन कहते थे. पाढ़र वन, पडरवन, पडरौना. यहाँ ऐसा हुआ है.
Manohar Kaushik is a local politician. In the times of the Buddha, this place was called Padarvan, or the Padar forest, today known as Padrona. Since then, the tree cover has fallen very quickly. Much of the surrounding vegetation has been lost too. Because of this, there are floods everywhere every year, leaving incalculable destruction to life and property in their wake.
और नदियों का कटाव बढ़ा, नदियों के पेटे में गाद जमा हो गई और पानी फैलने लगा.
In the 1970s, the forest cover was thought to be around 25%, well over the 20% regarded as a critical ecological turning point. Satellite data has shown, however, that now the figure is down to less than 8%. Trees were cut down because they brought money, and the land became available for agriculture. An estimated 85% of the land here is today cultivated for food crops.
दरख्त को काटना, हरे दरख्त को काटना इतना बड़ा पाप हमारे यहाँ माना जाता है। गो मारने का कितना पाप मारा जाता है।
In the old days, cutting trees was considered a sin, as big a sin as killing a cow. Today we see the results of our sins in the goiters and cretins.
जब सरकार ही वो ध्येय लगाए हुए है, अगर वो आरोप लगा दे तो कोई दरख्त काट नहीं सकता है।
दिखात नहीं के कहा ये कौन चीज है? लड़का के है? लड़का के फोटो है?
The problem of iodine deficiency is not unique to the area or to the flood basins. 100 million people in India are directly at risk. Because much of our food, wherever we live, is grown in iodine deficient soils, we are all at risk.
हो गई हाई त मुड़ी बा ना त मुड़िया हाई एकर हाथ बा त मुड़िया हेहर न लगे चाहत रहल। अब एगो दूसर बा एमे 4 गो बा, एमे 2 ठन रहल, एमे 4 गो बा। अब देखो कैसे बनी है बा ना। हो गई कैसे हो गई? कहाँ बैल बा? बैल कहाँ बा? है तो आधा बैल हेर बा, सींग होकर हेर बा। जैसन हम बनौले रहली वैसे नहीं बनावा।
बिना पानी के झुक गए कमनिया, जवनिया बेकार हो गई। बिना पानी के झुक गए कमनिया, जवनिया बेकार हो गई। पहले जमाने में भारत के अंदर, पहले जमाने में भारत के अंदर बिरछा की पूजा हुआ रही घर घर। बिरछा की पूजा हुआ रही घर घर। अब तो बिरछा पर आई गए रनिया, जवनिया बेकार हो गई। बिना पानी के झुक गए कमनिया, जवनिया बेकार हो गई। बिरछा के ऊपर कुअप भवा भारी, बिरछा के ऊपर कुअप भवा भारी। राजा महाराजा दीन बगिया भिजारी। एक यमवा का तरफे उनके धनिया, जवनिया बेकार हो गई। एक यमवा का तरफे उनके धनिया, जवनिया बेकार हो गई। तू बिरछा कट जाने से बरखा वराए गवा, बिरछा कट जाने से बरखा वराए गवा। बिना फल खाए से मानुष दुबराए गवा, बिना फल खाए से मानुष दुबराए गवा। बिना पानी का ना होई किसनिया, जवनिया बेकार हो गई। बिना पानी के झुक गए कमनिया, जवनिया बेकार हो गई। राम गोपाल सिंह का हाथी घोराई, राम गोपाल सिंह का हाथी घोराई। बिरछा लगाऊ नहीं काल पर जाई। जाए भरी हो विदेशन में पनिया, जवनिया बेकार हो गई। बिना पानी के झुक गए कमनिया जवनिया बेकार हो गई
My name is Rajiv Mehrotra. I'm the director of the film that you have just seen. I have been around the districts of eastern UP and this village in Lalipara. I have seen for myself the devastating effect of nutritional deficiencies caused by the degradation of the environment. The implications are frightening. If you care, if you feel you'd like more information or would like to do something about it, write to INTAC at 71 Lodi Estate, New Delhi 11003. INTAC is the Indian National Trust for Art and Cultural Heritage, which gives the highest priority to the preservation of the environment. If you write to INTAC, they will send you more information about the aspects covered in my film and will put you in touch with voluntary organizations working in your area. We do hope you will join us in preserving India's environment.